Hello everyone and welcome to another stream. This is going to be a big one. We have xplane 12.1 all installed here, and it's going to be our first full stream on xplane 12.1. I've been spending all day testing, getting a video out which just went live about 20 minutes ago on xplane 12.1. Everything you need to know about it. Yeah, glad to be here live with you guys. Already got 17 people on stream. Great to have you all here. Welcome Rand, Chris, great to have you guys here. Lang is 87, hello from Scotland. Leaf, glad to have you here as always, and thank you to all of you for being members on the channel as well. Great screenshots in the intro, thank you. They are not my screenshots, actually. They are all screenshots from the community in my Discord, and they are all screenshots from 12.1. Thank you to everyone on the Discord. You guys have been amazing, really informative, you know, testing stuff for me as well, and sending screenshots. You know, they are really brilliant. Hey, Tom D. Pay 1100. Greetings from USA. Welcome everyone to this stream. So, we are here at Milan International Airport, LIMC. And I picked it because the weather is, well, terrible. We are on live weather, and I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to check out the live weather here today. We're going to be going down to Barcelona. I'll brief the route for you guys now. If we bring up Navigraph charts. Hey, Stan, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. So, as you can see, here we are at LIMC Milan. we're going to be departing runway 35 right here on the MMP7 Mike departure. And then we're going to be flying down southwest, pretty much almost along the coast, sort of down to LEBL Barcelona. Oh wow, Leaf gifted 10 DrishalMAC2 memberships. Thank you so much, Leaf. If you got a membership from Leaf, please do give him a big thank you in the chat. Leaf, that's incredible. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Wow, what a great start to the stream, and glad to have so many of you new members here on the channel. Just in time for our members only stream next week, so it would be great to have so many of you there. So we'll continue with the route there. So we're going to be going to Barcelona, landing runway 24 right, and on the ILS Zulu on the Bisp 2 Whiskey. I think that's how you say that, Bisp 2 Whiskey arrival here into Barcelona. Now I do have ortho for both the areas, not so much in between. But the weather's pretty bad, so I don't think we're going to be looking at the ground here too much. It's all about the weather here today. Let's jump into xplane. Alrighty, so let's see here. Yeah, in terms of add-ons then, I have Visual XP disabled right now. So no Visual XP, and XP Realistic is disabled because I want to show off the new physics-based camera as well. So we are pretty much stock xplane other than ortho. I have Sim Heaven, and yeah, no RXP enhancer, just pure stock xplane in the beautiful Tolus A321. Hey, evening spinning mushroom. Anybody able to run the TalkSim aircraft? I've not tried it, not yet. Alright, so let's go ahead and start the flight here. So we'll get the bats, external power can go on. Emergency exit lights to arm, no smoking signs, and seatbelt signs can go on. Nav logo, position 1, wing light can go on, crew supply and ground control. And then let's get the ADAs on, 1, 2 and 3 can all go on. Yeah, so I wanted to show off all the new clouds. We'll take a look at the screenshot. Saying, oh yeah, and I do have the Cinema Verite on, which as far as I can tell from my testing, you do need to have this on for the new physics-based camera to work, and it is pretty good. I quite like it actually. Oh, and also see here there's a sunglasses. I'm not sure if this was here before. Maybe it was, I just never noticed it. But if you hit Shift S, you get like sunglasses, so when it's a bit too bright you can dim it down a bit, which is really nice. Oh, Leaf came in with another donation. Oh wow. Sorry I haven't had any coffee for many years, but you're sure gonna need it for 12.1 this week. Thank you very much, Leaf. That is brilliant. Thank you so much. I don't know how much that is. Was that Swedish currency, I guess, 500. I'm not sure what that is in pounds. I'll check in a bit. But either way, thank you so much, Leaf, for your continued support. You really are just amazing. Visual XP, I'm not using it today, and we'll go through why as we get up and running here, maybe as we taxi to the runway. But let's get the flight underway. I'm going to request a flight plan. And let's do init IRS, align on reference, confirm that, and then get the wind as well whilst the rest of the flight plan gets inserted here. So just checking, yes, we are cruising at flight level 330 here today. All of this looks good, so let's go to flight plan, LIMC, departure, doing 35 right on the MMP7 Mike, that one there, on the NED 9X transition. Perfect, we'll insert that. And then thank you, pilot Consti, thank you for that conversion there. Leaf, that's a lot, thank you very much, that's incredible, it really is. Right, arrival then, we are doing the ILS Zulu into 24 right, so let's find the ILS 24 right Zulu, there it is. And then we're going to be on the Bisp 2 Whiskey. Bisp 2 Whiskey. Transition is this LES2 Whiskey. Perfect, and we'll insert that. Let's step through the flight plan here. We are in the channel livery as well with these beautiful PW engines, so we are flying the Neo here today in the channel livery with the Carter engine mods as well. So let's step through this flight plan real quick. Now this SID is a bit strange. We're sort of going to fly off to the right, or the east I should say, and then loop back on ourselves, overfly the airport and continue down to Barcelona. But this looks good so far. And then yeah, here's our arrival into Barcelona. We're going to get rid of this manual here and get rid of disco, insert that, and that's fixed that flight plan up nicely. And perfect, that looks good. Right, whilst we do that as well, let's set 330 here. And let's just check our weather here in LIMC. So we're going to get the weather from Navigraph, QNH 1009, so we'll set that. And let's do our performance calculations then. So, weight and balance, we'll reset that to current. Takeoff perf, it's going to pull all the data. Runway condition is wet. Anti-ice, it's only 12 degrees, so we can keep that off. Yeah, we did lose the windshield effects, but there is the fix I was talking about. I haven't installed it as of yet because I've not tested it. But as soon as I do test it and it works, I will let you guys know. But for now, yeah, just default. Anti-ice can be off. Thrust, flex, config, 1+ flap, aircon on, compute that. That looks good. And let's go here. Oh. Right, so let's get the wind in 020 at 8. Welcome to everyone joining the stream now. Hello, Bread. Welcome, welcome. Right, so runway conditions where we'll go 1 and request that. Let's get the APU going as well. And we'll wait for the flap to open then. We'll get underway here to Barcelona. So yeah, SimHeaven does throw up an error when you load, but it's still perfectly usable. I inspected the log, and it's just a couple of parking facades that might not show up if you're using SimHeaven. But in all honesty, I've not noticed a difference. It looks completely fine. Stan let me know of a patch that was released on the forum. Thank you very much, Stan. So again, I've not had time to test it, but I will be doing so tomorrow. Right, so APU is starting here. We have our performance data, and we'll do Flex 2 takeoff. That all looks good to me. So we'll insert that. Good stuff. And let's pre-plan our pushback here. And let's see, so we're departing 35 right, so we're going to need to push nose left, tail right, so let's do that now. And that looks good there.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Alright, that looks good. We'll get them connected up here.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Alright, wow, 29 people on stream. That's a new record for sure. Welcome to all of you. Thank you for being here. As we check out xplane 12.1, it really is brilliant. And I did just upload a video just before the stream as well on everything you need to know for 12.1, so do check that out after the stream. Right, APU has started, so we'll get the bleed on. Don't need the external power anymore, and we'll get all the doors closed here. Chocks can go as well. We'll talk more about 12.1 once we get in the air as well. So we can close all this. There we are, that should be closing everything. Everything will drive away from the aircraft now, as we can see.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Alright, lovely stuff. Move this armrest out of the way, get the door locked. And alright, so did we arm? Let's arm the doors. Good stuff. Get all our fuel pumps on. Alright. And yeah, it does look really good. Let's while we're waiting here for the ADs to align, we'll go here, depth of field. Let's pick the focus point and put it right on the tug. And then we can... Oof, look at that. This new screenshot tool is really, really cool. I really like it. We can fine tune it, change the exposure. Damn, can't talk right now. Right, auto exposure, and this is the RCAS as well. So I think we've got to take a few screenshots, haven't we? Brilliant. Look at that. Alright, let's get depth of field off. And get ready for push here. We've got 1 minute left on the ADs. And all of this stuff looks good. So looks like we don't have too many restrictions on the way out, so that's good. We can climb straight up to 33,000. And let's see what else. We can put LEBL in here. Alright, and if you guys want to see anything at the end of the stream, do let me know. We can for sure do that. And just wait for the ADs to align here. They shouldn't be too long. Performance is really nice. I have had a bit of a performance increase, which is really nice to see. I was CPU bound before, so this is really cool. Alright, 0 minutes. Shouldn't be too long here. And yeah, how are you guys finding 12.1 so far? I know I'm really enjoying it. That's for sure. Definitely really enjoying 12.1. Alright, so there is the IRS's aligned. So let's go ahead and start the pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go. And bypass pin inserted.
Alright.
Release parking brake.
Let's release the parking brake. Good evening, V Skycheck. Thank you very much for being here on stream here today. Glad to have you here. Release the parking brake. We
Starting
actually
pushback, and you may start engine.
should get the beacon on, and they can go to alt off. And there we are. Alright, so let's get the engine started. So bleeder's on, good. Let's get engine number... Oh, we need to get dual cooling on first. I always forget with these PW engines. And alright, so we'll get engine number 2 starting there. It's going to cool for 20 seconds. So it's going to spool up to about 8 or 9% on the M1. Looks like it's going to go to 10 actually. It's going to cool, and they're going to cool at the same time. And then it's going to start up. We'll go for a nice wing view for this. Lovely. I'm glad to see you guys are loving xplane 12.1. It's really, really good. Really good. Hello behind the skies. Welcome to the stream. And we are using a COSP sound pack here today. They did update it with the inhibit PW How Midair, so we're going to turn that off. We want the PW How Midair because it sounds good. The hydraulics pressurized in there, and the ailerons came up since they were pressurized. Very cool. And yeah, I'm very used to having visual XP and active sky running and XP realistic, but this is so good. Just default, except from the orthos and sim heaven. And well, traffic global, I suppose, as well. Looks like we got a good start on engine number 2. Let's go ahead and start engine number 1. I spent so long installing the Carter engine mods here, and now I'm pretty sure that we're going to need to update the aircraft for 12.1. But there you go. Install tutorial on the Carter engine mods for the TOLIS series 757 and 767 should be coming soon. Alright, lovely stuff. Brilliant.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Alright, so we'll set the parking brake there. Engine
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Engine number 1's got a good start. So we'll switch that back to engine start. What better pushback version are you running? I'm running the latest fork version on the xplane forums. I only downloaded it a few days ago actually, so it's the absolute latest fork version. Does it tell me here? Yeah, so it's the fork 1.1. And right, so APU can go off, so can the bleed. And Iberia A320 touching down there, lovely stuff.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
Alright, so they're done with that. We're going to get the auto brakes to max, do a quick flight controls check. So full left, full right, full down, full up, rudder, so full left and full right. Now let's just get our trim set here. So we need to trim down 0.2, down 0.2 set, and they're going to show us the pin. There's the gear pin, lovely stuff. So let's taxi on out of here. So nose light, runway turn off light can go on. Predicted wind shear and the weather radar can go on. On the speed brake, go flaps 1. Lovely flap sounds, and we'll begin our taxi here to the runway. Right. There it is, the lovely sound. So we're actually going to make a left here. Where is this? Yeah, we're going to go there. Alrighty. And we'll taxi here to runway 35 right. And yeah, it's really smooth. Even just the general stuttering is definitely a lot less. And I love the new sharpening too. This new sharpening that they've put into xplane in the settings menu is really, really good. Huge difference. Yeah, I've not tested any general aviation aircraft yet, so that's probably something I should do. But Chris is saying you get wing flickering. Alright. Yeah, I'll do some testing and get back to you tomorrow. Right, so cabin, let the cabin crew know we're taking off here. And alrighty. Dual cooling switch can now go off. We've got a good engine start. Look at that. Look at the new particle effects as well. The wet taxiway. We'll see that more on our takeoff and our landing hopefully. I picked this route because the weather is bad in both airports, so it's a perfect opportunity to show off the new weather. It's very nice so far. And I will be doing an active sky comparison with default live weather with xplane 12.1 now that it's been improved, to see which one do we still need active sky. We'll have to see. Not yet done too much testing on it, but we'll get a video out shortly. So a Swiss A320, maybe a 19, passes in front of us. Yeah, for sure. Nice to see the much improved cockpit lighting, definitely. It is a lot better. And this is without our XP enhancer, so... Hey, thanks for subscribing, Sungu. Welcome to the channel. So make a left turn here. And gonna actually cross the runway, follow this Swiss A320 to the runway. So yeah, auto still works as well. Drish, once we're in cruise, can you go back to the cabin and look over the wing? Absolutely. We can do a little wing view here as well. Right now, how about that? But yeah, we'll look at the wing in cruise as well. That's absolutely fine. Looks like my fan blades are static there. I'll have to fix that. Must be something with the Carter engine mods, which I missed potentially, so I'll have to check that. Oh, those PW sound so good though. But I gotta say, I think on the A320 series, the IAEs, the V2500s, have gotta be my favorite, I think. Hello, good afternoon, Owen Tomlinson. Welcome to the stream. And let's do takeoff config here. That's normal. That should stop in a second, hopefully. There it is. I'm just following this Swiss A320. Yep, looks like he's going to go and make a right as well. Alright, a little bit of stuttering there as the weather changed, but back to normal FPS now. 40 FPS, it's not bad at all. Before I was getting around 30-35 here at Milan, so... And yeah, the weather still looks pretty bad, especially over here. And yeah, the stream that I did yesterday, which I had no idea 12.1 was going to drop in the middle of the stream, is doing really well so far, so thank you very much, guys. And there's 31 viewers on the stream. Welcome all, welcome all. We're just going to hold here just behind the... Is there another hold point there? I don't think there is, so we're going to just wait here. Wait for this Swiss A320 to depart. I got sync enabled by default and I'm using it very good. How about you? I disabled it. So it did enable it for me when I updated. I disabled it. I've not actually tried it on. But when I did have it on, because I didn't realize it was on initially, it seemed fine, honestly. So, but yeah, I'm not using sync right now. So we're going to let them take off. Oh, and we got a little logo here in the cockpit. Part of the livery. Alright, let's line up behind this Swiss A320, get the landing lights on, nose light to take off, strobe lights can go on as well, and T8RA on the transponder. And I don't think there's anything on approach here. There is actually, but we'll take off before they land. They might be on approach to the other runway. We should be okay here. I don't see them yet, so we are definitely good. X-plane looks beautiful. Look at this. Lovely stuff. Sorry about the engines. I hadn't noticed them before, but that's fine. We should probably watch where we're taxiing. Oh, you do get a gain? About 5 FPS? Alright, I will check it out. Thank you, V-Sky check. So we'll line up here. Looks like that Swiss A320 is long gone. So, looks like we're good for takeoff here. And let's spool them up. 50%. And flex. Alright, here we go. So smooth. And 80 knots. Release the forward pressure. V1, rotate. And alright, gears coming up. And let's go for a flyby. Oh, it looks so crisp. Brilliant. Yeah, these visuals are great. I am using SimHeaven. And this is really, really nice. So this is my own custom ortho as well, but the new sharpening just makes it look so much better. Look at that. Yeah, I'm making a right turn here. Go down to climb thrust. Those mountains in the background there, looks incredible. Hand fly just a little bit and then we'll stick the autopilot on. So yeah, a slightly strange departure. We are flying the opposite way to our destination and then looping back around and overflying the airport, but that's fine. Gives us a slightly longer stream, I suppose. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at how good those mountains look over there. This looks stunning. It really does. Focus on the flying a little bit then. And go flaps up. And alright, I think we'll stick the autopilot on there. Get some wing views. Oh yes. The lighting is just amazing. Really, really nice. Let's see if we can, so screenshot controls, enable the depth of field. We can lock the focus. Yeah, look at that. Oh, this depth of field is a game changer for taking these screenshots. Absolutely. I'm taking a bunch of screenshots right now because this is incredible. Right, that's enough for the time being. Yeah, I like these new screenshot controls. And see there, it's a little bit bright. Hit Shift S and we have our sunglasses on now. You can see the difference there. Lovely stuff. We'll take them off for now. Does Ortho 6.1 work with new xplane 12.1? So I've tried the latest Ortho version 7.2 and it seems to work fine. So I haven't done a full flight with it yet, but I loaded into a few airports, flew around a little bit, and it seemed to work just fine, so yes. Really love you can have the screenshot tool wherever you like. Yeah, I love it. It's so good. Really good for sure. And they've done such a good job of it as well, as always. Go to standard here on the altimeter. Hey, thanks Rand for that. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think that's a new record. We had 35 at one point on stream. which is definitely a new record by a long shot. But yeah, X-plane looks beautiful. And yeah, these are all purely default clouds. No, no visual XP, no nothing. Stock default. The lighting is default. I've got no NVIDIA shaders, no visual XP, no nothing. Stock X-plane. And I'm really happy with 12.1. Spent all day testing, and yeah, it's just brilliant. It really is. So there's 10,000. We can get our landing lights off. Nose light and runway turn-off light can go off. We'll release the passengers as well. And we should be accelerating here in just a second, because there was a restriction here of 220 knots. So as soon as we overfly the airport, we will accelerate. A little bit of flickering there, but I think that's just X-plane. We're overflying the airport just there. Yeah, it does indeed look good, for sure. Very happy with it. Yeah, absolutely. If I did some testing with Visual XP, the cloud enhancements do work. Oh, look at this, just as the aircraft turns as well. Yeah, so I did some testing and the cloud enhancements still work and look great in my opinion. The atmospheric lighting makes everything look even. This is a perfect time for some sunglasses, right? The atmospheric lighting makes the cockpits look darker and also makes the clouds look even brighter somehow. So that's a bit weird. Don't use the atmospheric lighting. Night lighting enhancements are great with Visual XP still on 12.1. And the water enhancements are completely broken, so don't use those. So yeah, it's Visual XP is sort of half compatible, half not. But it definitely needs an update for full compatibility, that's for sure. And this is the airport, I believe. Is that? No, that's not the airport we just departed from, is it? That's behind us somewhere. Yeah, this is live weather. Looks pretty good to me. No Minecraft clouds, no blocky clouds. Looking quite nice. Hey Andre, welcome to the stream. How is the FPS? It is indeed better for me. I was CPU bound. I mean, look, we're on 52, 53 FPS. Before you're looking 30, 40 maybe. So yeah, I've had a nice boost in FPS since I was CPU bound. So that's for sure. Notice the sun haze also gains lighting inside the cockpit. Yeah, so the cockpit looks really nice now. I think the outside bloom is still a little bit bright in my opinion, at least on my monitor. Very slightly, but it does look good. And in all honesty, probably realistic, because when you look at clouds that, you know, of like reflecting the sun's light as intensely as this, they do get very, very bright. So yeah, maybe realistic, looks pretty good to me. And the dark cockpits are a lot better. Still a little bit dark, but a lot better than before. How about Sim Heaven? Yes, so Sim Heaven, when you load up, it will give you an error, but you can just ignore the error and continue to use it. I've been using it all day and it's been completely fine. I've tried with, without, and yeah, it seems to work completely fine. So, and I think a patch on the forums has been released as well. So I'm yet to try it, but I will try it tomorrow. Lure doesn't work. Do you mean XP Enhancer? XP Enhancer doesn't work, but my other lure scripts are still working. So the B2 volume still works, and the landing rate plugin I have, which is Fly with Lure, still works just fine. Just our XP Enhancer isn't working right now. But I don't think we need it in 12.1, to be completely honest with you, because it looks like this. Looks amazing. And we love X-Plane's camera system, don't we? Lovely. Yep. 2 IRL pilots in the SIBO group has told about this reality lighting. Oh, brilliant. So they've said that this is pretty realistic. That's good to know. That's definitely good to know. Yeah, there's a reason why pilots have to wear sunglasses, right? So, yeah. Hey, when you put sunglasses on, it does look quite good, to be honest. Just the cockpits go a bit dark, but I suppose that's a trade-off you have in real life as well. So, yeah. I'm going to leave the sunglasses off for now, because I think it looks just about okay. I do think the overcast lighting, so when you're, you know, under an overcast layer, looks a lot better. Before it was a bit too dark in my opinion, but now it looks really good, definitely. Does the weather radar work in the towless aircraft now? Yes, it does. I picked a route with weather along the way, so hopefully we get some hits on our weather radar, but we'll have to see. We might not. There it is. There's a very slight amount there. So yeah, it does work. I did do some testing on this earlier, and thanks to Calum, who helped me out a little bit as well with this. Tested it on the A340 and let me know about it as well. And yeah, it does seem to be working. In the video I just uploaded before the stream, I showed off the physics-based camera going through some turbulence, a really heavy cell storm. Sorry, storm cell. And yeah, it was definitely working. So if you do want to see it working, if we don't see it on stream, then go ahead and check that video out. And yeah, there you go, Leaf, thank you very much. Yeah, tested it today and it worked flawless. Yep, it's worked really well for me as well. I hope we get to see it on stream. I picked a route with some pretty bad weather along the way, so it should see some at some point, hopefully. This looks very good. Very good indeed. I love the bloom. It's just so good. There's some wing views. Yeah, exciting time. We've had 12.1 release. Hopefully the flight factor 777V2 should be close to a full public release somewhat soon. So we should have that as well in our simulators, which is pretty cool. Do the overhead lights brighten the panel? Do you mean the dome light? I don't think the dome light would do much in this kind of weather anyway, to be honest. But we have our integrated lights, so get all this lighting up here. So that's pretty much all our lights on. We can change it to night in a little bit and take a look as well. But yeah, the lighting is pretty good for sure. We're not on live time right now actually, but we can switch over if you guys want. I think it's sunset / nighttime currently there, so. And if you are new here, then do like and subscribe if you're enjoying the stream. Always glad to have more people on the stream. We do stream X-Plane 12 content regularly, sometimes a bit of Microsoft Flight Sim at times as well. But yeah, mainly X-Plane. About 2 or 3 times a week I try to stream, get a few videos out in between as well. I think that calls for a flyby. Lovely. You probably told us already, but are you using the COSP sound package? I am. The latest version. It got an update recently, so I'm using the latest version. I did turn the engines up slightly and the bass up a little bit because my headphones lack a bit of bass. So that's just something with my headphones, but it's nice that this is included so we can tune it how we want. And then we got all this stuff here as well. So yeah, 1.4. So yeah, very good sound pack, very good. Got the rain here. See how we're doing. We're cruising, well, not cruising, climbing 219 knots, flight level 264, on our way up to 330. All right, looking good. Go for another wing view here. Yeah, I'm very happy with 12.1. This is just the first beta as well. I mean, we're probably going to get a good few betas for 12.1, but surprisingly, it's off to a very good start. I know some people have been having issues with crashes and stuff. I've so far not. I've had one crash in the default A330, but after that, I've not had a single crash. It's been working completely fine. So yeah, very happy. We should be doing our members only live stream next week as well. For the month of May is a little bit late, so I apologize for that. But maybe that was a good thing. Now that our 10 new members, thanks to Leaf, we'll be able to join that as well. So that should be a good one. That is for all members and all tiers of the membership. And I do hope to continue our Simbit World Pilot's Life series as well. I was planning to get another episode out today, tomorrow, but 12.1 had me distracted today. So just been testing all day, working on the new video. So yeah, I will get back to that very soon. I think tomorrow's going to be another xplane testing day. Testing some active sky stuff, auto, all that good stuff. Yeah, the timing was crazy when it dropped. We were streaming this time yesterday, and there it is. It just dropped whilst we were live. So we abandoned our second leg in yesterday's stream. We were going to fly back from Dublin to Birmingham, but we abandoned that, updated live on stream, and checked it all out. Month of May, you learn from IndyCar. Absolutely. Oh, we need to do our F1 World Tour as well, don't we? So much to catch up on. But it's Imola this weekend, isn't it? Imola, so that'd be good. We didn't race in Imola last year because of the rain, so hopefully this year we should be able to race, so that'd be interesting for sure. So happy Lando got his maiden win last week in Miami. I was absolutely ecstatic when I was sat watching that. That was brilliant. He had so much pace. I think it was found out afterwards that Max had some damage to his floor when he ran over the curb with the bollard, so now that we're official members, do we get secret decoder rings or anything else cool? So as members, let's switch the view here real quick to the other side. In fact, we'll go for a nice nose view. So as members, you'll be able to join the members only live stream. If you join the Discord, you should get the member role there as well, which will give you access if you're crew to captain and above, which all of you who were just gifted memberships are. You'll have access to all my downloads for my XP Realistic presets, my Visual XP preset, which I need to update actually, my Just Flight, Traffic Global settings, and yeah, a bunch of that stuff. I think my control schemes as well for all my aircraft I put on there. So yeah, a bunch of downloads you can now get from my Discord. Early access to certain videos sometimes as well. So yeah, a few things, but also just being able to support the channel. I really do appreciate each and every one of you, that's for sure. Supporting the channel here. It does all go back into the channel or into my real life flight training as well. Yeah, the new turbulence modeling is brilliant. Not just the camera, but the way the aircraft reacts to the turbulence. When I was checking it out earlier, it's a lot more realistic. Before, it was a bit overdone. When you fly into a storm cell, even if it's not a red cell, just a green or maybe a yellow cell, you know, the aircraft gets thrown about so much, the autopilot just can't keep up. So now it's a lot better, and I think it's a lot better. The autopilots can definitely handle it a little bit better. The Tolis autopilot, at least on this A321, handled it absolutely perfectly. Yeah, about 1 hour 20 flight time here to Barcelona. I didn't notice this before about my fan blades. I guess I messed them up when I installed the Carder mod, so I'll have to get that fixed. Thank you, Leaf. Thank you so much. Your support has been amazing. And everyone else as well. I really do appreciate all of it. So we have hit our cruise altitude 330, and let's see, so about 205 nautical miles till our top of descent then. And it's saying about 30 minutes to go to our top of descent, so because the time in the sim is 13:34 UTC and it's saying 14:01 UTC will hit our top of descent. So about 30 minutes. Thank you, Krista. I do appreciate that. I really do. And I like to think that our good friend Q8 Pilot brought us all together on his streams. So obviously a lot of you I met through his streams. So yeah, so grateful for it, definitely. Just a couple of days ago, I was thinking, I need to do some Microsoft Flight Sim streams, right? Because we've not done any. But I think we're going to hold off on Microsoft Flight Sim for a while now. Sticking to xplane 12.1 for a little bit. And then maybe we'll jump back into Microsoft Flight Sim a little bit in a few weeks. Absolutely, Nick. The new xplane 12 update looks beautiful. Well done, Laminar. Yep, they have done a brilliant job. They have done a really brilliant job. And actually, one of the moderators from this server dropped into the stream yesterday, which was really nice. And yeah, they've done a brilliant job, Laminar. Now I can see why it took so long to get the update out. It was worth it, for sure. Absolutely, Krista, yeah, no doubt. Q8 Pilot has inspired a lot of friends. He has. Really, really has. Thank you, Leaf. Thank you very much. Haven't actually tried the 777 V2 in 12.1 yet. I'll have to do that, I guess. Can't say much about it, unfortunately. Still under NDA. But yeah, as soon as we are allowed to stream the 777 V2, I will be doing, for sure. X-plane does look very good right now. Very, very good. Go for a little orbit. Yeah, I also just love the X-plane camera system. Especially as a content creator, it's so easy to make little cinematics like this and flybys and all of that sort of stuff. Landings. They make it really, really easy. I was lucky enough to be given an alpha test of the 777 V2. So yeah, I have been testing it for about 2 weeks now. Can't say much on it, unfortunately, as much as I'm itching to show you guys. But yeah, they've been fixing bugs really well. So Flight Factory are absolutely on it. They've really been impressive. They've impressed me a lot. Yeah, as soon as I can, as soon as I'm allowed to, we'll get that live for you guys to see. So since there's quite a lot of you on stream right now, what do you guys want in the future? What do you want more streams of? Maybe different areas. So what areas would you like me to fly in? What sort of aircraft? Maybe more GA, or more airliners, or completely up to you. I want to get some insight into what my audience wants. And yeah, I will be uploading the my livery, the custom channel livery, onto the X-plane forums as soon as I get it finalized. And I have the Zebo done as well, so I'll actually be uploading that too. And then I just gotta get liveries made for all my other aircraft as well, and get those uploaded if you guys do want to use them. So on my desk I have my phone propped up with the stream playing on it, with the chat on the side, so I can monitor the stream, monitor the chat and all that. And the lighting looks better on my phone through the stream than it does on my monitor. So that's an interesting one. That might just be my phone screen being a little bit better. But the lighting does look good. And it's noticeable right from the get-go. Like, as soon as you load it up, you can notice it. Oh, really, Leaf? I'll have to check. I won't say anything until I'm sure. But I'll have to check. I don't think it has. Yeah, Caleb, yeah. I don't think it has, sadly. But yeah, we are itching to show you guys all the screenshots that we have of it, show you guys the aircraft, all the features. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Yeah, I've got probably 50 or 60 screenshots. I know, Caleb, you have a bunch of screenshots as well. So, yeah. Yeah, I just can't wait to stream that for you guys. I think what they've been waiting for is 12.1, considering that the alpha dropped 2 weeks before 12.1 did, so I think they're going to wait for 12.1 to possibly be a little bit more stable, maybe get a few more updates out, and then I think they'll publicly release that potentially. Of course, I don't actually know what's going to happen, it's purely just speculation, but we'll see what happens. It would make sense that they've been waiting for 12.1 though, because there's no point in releasing an aircraft which is then going to need more updates once 12.1 releases, so that should be fully 12.1 optimized. But yeah, all I can say on that, Flight Factor have been doing a great job. They have done and are continuing to do a great job. That's all I can say, I think. This is really nice, this cloud front here, this weather front. Before it would be like a block, now it's a bit more smooth. That looks pretty good actually, right? There's still some weird stuff going on here in the clouds when I've moved my camera, but it sort of sorts itself out. Yeah, the weather does look a lot better for sure. Got a little bit of square clouds there, just a little bit. But it's generally a lot better, for sure. It's going to re-download P3D for the PMDG 777, but the Flight Factor 777 V2 coming out soon anyway. Yeah, it should be fairly soon now. We can only hope. Any news about the co-op between Flight Factor and Tolis for the next A350? No idea, but I'd expect that to be at least 2 or 3 years away, to be honest. I think Flight Factor are going to want to get this 777 done, get a few updates in, and then they're going to work on their 787, get that done, hopefully get that released, and then maybe the 350. Although, it depends how much each side is doing. We don't know how much Tolis is going to contribute, we don't know how much Flight Factor is going to do, so we'll have to see. But yeah, it is being done from the ground up, so there's a lot of work to do. So yeah, probably not for a year or 2 or maybe 3, I'd say. $120 nautical miles out from our top of descent. About 20 minutes to go. We should have some lovely orthos for Barcelona installed as well. It's a lovely, lovely place. Somewhere I definitely want to go in real life, that's for sure. I think it's time for a few more flybys. And yeah, this is a pure stock X-plane. Looks pretty good to me. And yeah, if there's any 12.1 features you want me to show off specifically once we land, like the particle effects or whatever you guys want, really do let me know so we can do that once we land. Yeah, Leaf. Oh yeah, we forgot about the Tolis A330. How about that? Yeah. Absolutely, Tolis A330. I'd expect that to be coming this year, maybe September time, because Tolis generally announce stuff when the aircraft is somewhat, close and ready to go. So Yeah, I'd expect that to come later this year at some point. That's exciting actually as well. Toeless A330, very exciting. Surely after the A330, they're gonna have to, after the A350, it's gonna have to be an A380, right? So maybe in 2 years we'll have a toeless A380 in X-plane 12 or 13. Who knows? Who knows? Looks like the weather's changing there. It's very subtle. I do like the weather changes. You can see just at the bottom here, the clouds sort of slowly, almost decaying away. A very slow transition. That looks really good. Unless you were like directly looking for it, you probably wouldn't notice that, to be honest. Well, Peter Hager's working on A380 V2 and it looks very promising. Oh yes, I forgot about that project too. Wow, very exciting stuff for X-plane then. X-Works is in the works for the A380. Yes, but I don't think that's going to be a study level simulation. I don't think it's going to be particularly close to the toeless level. But we'll see. Maybe X-Works will pull something out the bag. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Spent 9 months on fuel system alone. Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, it's the systems that really excite me. I mean, I'm studying aerospace systems engineering. I've got 1 more year left to go, so I'm towards the final part of the course now. And when Torsten from Tolis did his announcement and sort of presentation at FS Weekend in the Netherlands, the system depth he went into just even in that presentation, explaining the depth in the Tolis aircraft, was incredible. I mean, as someone who's studying systems engineering, I loved it. I really did. I actually ended up sending an email about it to him, thanking him for it. Because it was a brilliant explanation, and it's just nice to see all of the stuff that we learn at uni and as engineers included in the aircraft. It's brilliant stuff. It really is. Half of it probably won't even notice, to be completely honest with you. It's just running in the background, but it's nice to know it's there. And it's definitely great for some emergency operations and failures and stuff like that. Yeah, Tolis is extremely good at systems, but I really think their modelling needs to improve. Yeah, it could do, for sure, but I think their textures have improved big time recently, and the systems are just absolutely amazing. We have an aircraft cruising past us there. I really do like Traffic Global. Slightly old now, the plugin is, but it still works really well. I think the modelling is going to be a step up in the 330, but I think their goal isn't to have, you know, the most visually pleasing model in flight sim. If you want that, you're sort of looking at Phoenix and, you know, Microsoft Flight Sim there really. But it's the systems is where Tolis really shine, and I think that's where their passion is as well in the aircraft systems. See if we can pick up anything on the weather radar here. I don't think there's anything in the vicinity, to be honest with you. No, so it does work, there's just nothing to pick up right now. About halfway through the flight now. Shouldn't be too far away from our top of descent. And yeah, I don't know why I didn't install these Carter engines earlier. I installed them and they're just beautiful. Other than this weird issue I have here, but that's probably my fault. I'll have to go back through the installation and just double, triple check I've done everything correctly for these PW engines. The other engines work fine. I just haven't tried the PW engines yet. But it is a massive improvement for sure. And they look even better in 12.1. We actually have like a metallic finish on the engines there with our paint. I edited some of the NML files, the normal files, so yeah. Oh, the blade issue is a default? Oh, okay. Cheers, Caleb. Thank you very much. Ah, so I didn't make a mistake. Thank you, Caleb. See, this is why I really like the community that we've managed to build in the Discord. We've got just under 300 members, and everyone is super, super helpful. So, you know, if you guys do want to join, got a brilliant community, weekly screenshot competitions as well. And yeah, everyone is super helpful there. For upcoming streams, I think you really make a difference in showcasing and explaining the more technical stuff, such as what you've done with auto and video game filters, map enhancement, etc. Even if you are good at everything. Well, thank you very much, Leaf. And yeah, absolutely, we can do that sort of stuff for sure. Definitely. Always happy to hear your suggestions, that's for sure. Nick, I might consider getting engines been sticking with the default ones due to texture issues. Yeah, honestly, look, I'm going to be releasing a install tutorial for the Carter engine mods fairly soon. Like I said, I was going to be doing that today, tomorrow, but 12.1 sort of distracted me. But within the next few days, maybe a week, I'll get an installation tutorial out for you with the Carter mods. It's honestly not too difficult. The installation process is pretty easy, actually. Hello, Mr. Sky 1995. Welcome to the stream. Have you had any CTD so far? Nope. Well, one. Not on stream. I had one in the A330 when I was just doing some testing. But I've had xplane running virtually all day, so probably about 12 hours now. I did restart my PC in between. But yeah, I've been running xplane probably for about 10-11 hours today. And one CTD, which is probably just a random one due to just xplane. You know, so no, I've not had any you know, heightened CTDs, nothing I can replicate. To me, it seems fine. I know some people are having CTDs, but yeah, it seems to be a system-dependent thing, to be honest with you. Lee Gilbert, welcome to the stream. I've heard there are issues with SimHeaven, anyone getting stuttered. So I've heard the same. Apparently some people, SimHeaven is currently causing a load of stutters and stuff. I'm not getting any personally. I did do a lot of testing with SimHeaven today as well. I'm not getting any personally. I'm using SimHeaven right now, and it's, as you can see here, buttery smooth. It looks really, really good. So I'm not, but other people might have. I've heard the same. Some people have been having it. I've just not personally. So let's see where we are. Top of descent, 63 miles away. Expected descent at UTC 1404, and it's in the sim 1356. So about 8 minutes to go. We'll start our descent here into Barcelona. No problem, Lee. And yeah, vSkyCheck brings up a brilliant point there. xplane 12.1 is a beta. Yeah, and if you get CTDs, report to Lemina. Absolutely, that is the purpose of a beta. You make a very good point, yep. For beta, at least for me, it's been incredibly bug-free. incredibly stable. It's like a full release version for me. I've had basically no issues other than the SimHeaven error, which I believe there's a patch for already. And of course some add-ons being a bit broken, but that's going to be down to the add-on developers to fix those up. Are you also running ActiveSky? Any concerns with that? So I'm not running ActiveSky right now because I wanted to show off the default live weather that was updated with xplane 12.1. But ActiveSky does seem to be working okay so far. I think Leaf has been doing some testing on that today. My plan tomorrow is to do some more testing with ActiveSky, seeing if it's better than the default live weather now, or whether maybe the new live weather beats the ActiveSky. We'll have to see tomorrow in my testing, and I will be releasing a video on that very soon as well. Maybe even as early as tomorrow. But yeah, I don't think you'll have any issues running it, to be honest. You should be fine. And even though, you know, I'm used to having a bunch of add-ons, you know, SimHeaven and ActiveSky, but these are all payware add-ons. You know, a lot of people can't have the add-ons for whatever reason, or they, you know, they don't deem it, you know, worthy of the £30 or whatever they're going to spend, which is obviously completely fine. So it's really nice to see how Lamina is implementing some of these into the base simulator. So, you know, you can just load up xplane and you've got the physics-based camera. You have the better default live weather now, better auto gen, the screenshot camera, all that good stuff. It's really nice to see Lamina doing that, because of course we have the plugins to sort of replace those features, but it's nice that it's in the base simulator. Oh, xEnviro is working. Brilliant, thank you. I don't have xEnviro actually. Yeah, Lee, I had that issue even before the update. Occasionally in the last week I've noticed that the Visual XP saying not online, but it seems to fix itself. Although I've had Visual XP off for most of today, but in the last week I've had that once or twice. Didn't really think much of it. Maybe they're gearing up for an update, potentially. Yeah, I think Visual XP is going to get a huge update to make it a bit more compatible with 12.1. With their new live weather as well. Frame rate is absolutely brilliant. Look at this, 100 frames per second. Inside the cockpit, just over 80. So yeah, look at that. The CPU performance increase is definitely there. I mean, we are flying over water, so our performance is going to be pretty good, but better than normal. So let's see, how far are we away? So we do need to enter our destination data, so now is probably a good time to do that. I'm going to grab the weather from Navigraph on my tablet. And alright, so QNH is 1007, temperature is 15 degrees, wind 230 at 2, and then let's get our minimums. And yeah, Krista, I've got a very mid-range PC. I mean, I've only got an i5 12400F, and it sometimes struggles in you know, London and in bigger planes like the Fearless 747 or the FlyJSim Q400, but yeah, a lot better performance for sure. Anyway, minimums is gonna be 136 barometric. That's good to go. And let's do our landing performance here. So we'll just reset this to current landing performance, and let's see. I think the runway in Barcelona is dry. I'm not having rain reported on Navigraph. QNH 1007, all of that stuff looks good. Anti-ice can be off, landing config full, aircon on, brake mode low, reverse, yep, that looks perfectly fine to me. So that can go to low for the auto brake. Does Zinc yield much performance now it's enabled for Nvidia cards? So I had it enabled for a short time when I updated because I didn't realize that once I updated it was enabled. I did turn it off pretty much straight away, and I've not turned it back on, to be completely honest with you, but I'll do some testing tomorrow, or maybe at the end of the stream we'll turn it on and see if we get a bit of a performance hit once we've landed at Barcelona, or sorry, a performance increase. But yeah, some people seem to be reporting, and vSkycheck there also seems to be reporting about a 5 FPS increase, so that's exciting, maybe even more. I'm not on Zinc right now, but we'll test that once we land. So we can turn our constraints on here so we can see those here. Hello Bilo, welcome to the stream. Sorry, just tuned in. Do you use auto? I'm not using auto right now, although the last couple of days I've actually been testing auto again, and pretty impressed with its performance. Actually, still nowhere near as good as auto for XP, which is still going to be my recommendation to everyone. So not currently using it right now, but stay tuned. I might be using it on some future streams, and I think I'm gonna do another install tutorial on it very soon as well. I thought Zinc is for compatibility of add-ons and FPS. I think so. I've not looked into it a huge amount. I think vSkycheck knows a lot more than me, to be honest, on that. But I'm going to be looking into that tomorrow as well. I'll add that to my list for testing, for sure. We'll probably stream Friday again, maybe. And yeah, so when we land, we won't have our regular XP realistic landing effects, you know, with the sounds and the camera shake, but we will just be using the new physics-based camera in xplane 12.1, so we can show that off to you guys. I do still prefer XP realistic, so I will be continuing to use that in the future. I've just turned it off for this stream, but the physics-based camera is brilliant, don't get me wrong, it is really good. I just like all the extra sounds and stuff that XP Realistic has. Once you get used to them, you sort of... it's one of those add-ons you can't fly without once you get used to it, so... Yeah, so Leaf has been doing a lot of testing today, and we've actually been communicating about it with the live weather. So yeah, he's been telling me that, you know, the QNH temperature all 100% correct, which is absolutely brilliant. I know when I did my active sky video about a month ago now, when I was looking at QNHs and temperatures, they were generally a little bit off. Now we're not talking much, we're talking 2 or 3 degrees, 1 or 2 hectopascals, you know, not much, but it's still a different, you know, so now it's nice to see that they're 100% correct. So Zinc is actually for AMD graphics cards that don't have OpenGL translators built in. Built-in graphics cards like Nvidia have. Okay. I guess maybe it just somehow helps with performance with Nvidia cards a little bit. But you probably see a bigger difference on AMD cards, because that is what it's built for. Right, I think we're getting to our top of descent here. Oh, we have reached our top of descent already, so we should start our descent here. And first restriction is, well, we need to be above flight level 160, so we'll set 160 here. And we'll start our descent here into Barcelona. Alright, so that looks a bit weird there. I'll be honest. So yeah, it's not perfect, but it's a lot better for sure. The cirrus clouds look pretty good. All these other clouds look pretty good as well. That looks a little bit strange there, to be honest, but this is just the first beta, so I'm sure we're going to get some more improvements. And I am going to add a 10 nautical mile fix. So we'll go LEBL. What runway was it again that we're landing? 24 right. So we'll put that in there and put a 10 nautical mile fix. There we are. Ah, I see. So that's how it gains a bit of stability. Right, got you, Krista. Thank you very much for that. And if we take a look at the weather in Barcelona, I'm going to read the meta out for you guys. So wind 2302 knots, visibility 10,000 or greater, few at 2,500. So we've got a little bit of clouds here on our approach. Temperature 15 degrees, dew point 12. QNH 1007 and no significant weather. So we might actually have a pretty nice landing here into Barcelona. Yeah, X-plane testing is tiring stuff. It definitely is. There's a lot of waiting for loading screens. A lot of waiting for loading screens. But I really wanted to get it all done today, get a video out for you guys as quickly as possible. Wasn't going to rush it, but I wanted to get the video out as soon as possible with all the testing as well. Got a nice steady descent here into Barcelona. And yeah, like I said before, if there's anything you guys want to see in particular at the end of the stream, just after we land, do let me know. And I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. I know there's a lot of new people here on stream today, so welcome to all of you. I hope to do stick around and hope to see you in some future streams as well. I've really enjoyed this today with the chat. Plenty of people talking in chat, plenty of conversations, people helping each other. It's absolutely brilliant, so thank you to you guys as well. Thank you very much for that leaf, for that meta leaf. I think my Navigraph meta is probably going to update itself very soon. Compare it to core XP data. Yeah, we can do. Absolutely, once we land. We can open the instructor station here and see what we got now, but it's going to be different, obviously, we're in the air, so... but we'll check on the ground for sure. And yeah, we can see our approach here into Barcelona. And yeah, the other video I need to get out is my review on the Turtle Beach Velocity 1 rudder pedals that I recently got. I will say very impressed with them. It's been about 2 or 3 weeks since I've been using them now, and really loving them. Very good rudder pedals. I was a bit apprehensive just because, you know, Turtle Beach, generally a gaming company, but no, they've done a good job with these rudder pedals. Maybe a little bit pricey. I was quite lucky, I got them on sale for quite cheap, so in that case it was worth it. But at full price, there's better options such as Verpil stuff, and what's the other one? Wing as well. They have all metal constructions for a very similar price. So, but no, very happy with these rudder pedals, and they have changed my flying. Especially those brilliant crosswind landings that we all love. Right, looks like we've got a bit of our ortho coming into view there. I have that joystick, just excellent to use. Oh yeah, I've not tried that joystick out, but I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying it. Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. It's the first product I have from them, so. So restriction need to be above flight level 160, which we are. And then we'll get ourselves down to under 10,000. We'll slow down to 250 knots. Looks like we do have our ortho here. Brilliant. Maybe it's time to crank out the good old screenshot controls then. Enable the depth of field, lock the focus to the aircraft, adjust the F number slightly, and look at that. Just beautiful. Ah yeah, that's another thing you mentioned earlier, Leaf, isn't it? Yeah, that's something I'll test as well, and yeah, if it is a bug, we'll have to report it for sure. Anyway, there's flight level 160, so we'll go down to 10,000 now. Hello, the Flying Scotsman. Welcome to the stream. Very glad to have you here. Hope you've been enjoying X-Plane 12.1, my friend. Ah, there's a PW house. Listen to that. I'm aware that we probably shouldn't have the house in midair, but I have the feature turned on in the COSP settings here because I like the sound. So, wow, it's 9:30 and it's still light outside. Oh yeah, it is. Wow. Yeah, we've had some nice weather in the UK recently. Actually, been very nice and warm the past few days, for a change. Hey, did any of you guys see the Northern Lights? Apparently the whole of the UK saw the Northern Lights. I unfortunately missed them on the first day, and then I did look on the second day, but it was too cloudy where I was, unfortunately. But yeah, that was pretty cool to see all the pictures on social media and stuff. Leaf, I suppose you probably saw them where you are. And Krista. And the Flying Scotsman, I'm sure you saw him as well. Yeah, it's 12.1's brilliant for sure. You're right in the city, Caleb. I see. Yeah, I missed them too, but that's just because I wasn't aware. I was too busy flying. Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing as well. I was too busy flying. Had no idea that right outside that was happening, so it's a shame, but it is what it is. Got a lovely orthos here. Getting down to 13,000 here. And you know, we could probably go direct to BL423, so let's do that. Because we're just going to hold at the same altitude along this whole thing. So let's do that. Go direct to BL423. Where is it? There it is. And alright, at BL423 we need to be at, let's see here, at least down to 3,000 I think. So we should still make this descent just fine here. And yeah, this is a beautiful location, Barcelona, and it looks even better with 12.1. Yeah, we should be perfectly fine on our altitude here. And what's the transition altitude here? It is 6,000. So let's see here. This should be... Nope, not going to take it. You'll take that, perfect. And let's get our landing lights on and our runway turn-off lights and the nose light, and the passengers can be seated. All of this stuff still looks good. I knew and still wanted to fly more. You can see our 10 nautical mile fix there, the little blue ring. I like doing that just for situational awareness. Looks good. So we have got auto brake low, so that should be fine. Got quite a long runway at Barcelona. Overhead panel looks good to go. And this bloom does look really good as well, and you know, especially here around the pillars, you can just really see the difference. Very nice, they've done a really good job. So we're descending nicely, gonna get back on the path as well. We're gonna decel soon, probably put some speed brakes out for that. In fact, we'll put some out now. Go about half. It's weird putting speed brakes out and not having the speed brake drag sound on from XP Realistic. But there you go. That does seem quite 200 knots at, like, what is that, 30 miles out, 27 miles out seems quite slow, but there you go. We'll stay at 220, I think. Actually 240, we'll slow it down a little bit later. No need to slow down that early. We're not flying on VATSIM or anything, so don't really need to follow the star perfectly. Hello, Dada TBDF, welcome to the stream. And Barcelona, there's the city, airport's over here somewhere. What's new, does XP12 automatically update? So if you run the installer, as long as you have the beta, if you're opted into the beta, you should get to the 12.1 beta at least. I don't think it really automatically updates. It might tell you when the full release drops, but for the beta it won't. You need to open the installer manually. What's new? We have the bloom. We have the new screenshot controls, as you can see here, which is really cool for grabbing some screenshots with a depth of field. You can focus onto the aircraft and all that good stuff. We have some new auto gen. We also have some new lighting and a whole host of features. I did upload a video just before the stream on pretty much all the new stuff in xplane 12.1, so do go check it out. And we'll go to the local QNH gem, which is 1008. It actually just updated on Navigraph. And we'll go down to 220 now. Yeah, thanks Lee. There it is. Yeah, you need to select public beta if you purchase on Steam. Thank you. I've set a keybind to open the screenshot tool. Yeah, I should probably do that as well. Right, so we're gonna capture the localizer there, and as the glide slope comes in, we'll capture that too. And Barcelona is always a beautiful approach. We were meant to have some bad weather, but it looks like it's cleared up, so there's 4,000, go down to 2,300, which is our platform altitude. And let's see what we can do here on this landing. On the speed brakes. And if you hit Shift S as well, you can toggle the screen, the sunglasses. So it makes the, you know, the bloom a little bit darker, or you can turn it off. You can also do it through the view menu here and then sunglasses. It's night time, couldn't see anything, but just put the exposure all the way to the left and my lighting is perfect. How is your impression? I heard there was a lot of CTD in the community. Some people have been having CTDs, I've not. I had one earlier, but I've been running xplane virtually all day, and it's been completely fine, to be honest with you. So for me it's been perfect, really good. I believe it's probably some sort of plugin or add-on that is causing some other people's crashes, maybe. Find xplane 12 ozone layer and sky colors. Any recommended mods or reshade? I don't recommend reshade right now. You can, let's slow down to 180 and get flaps 1 out. Alright. And we'll capture the glide slope in just a second. So I don't recommend reshade right now. Apparently that caused more issues with 12. Visual XP was great before, still good now, but isn't as compatible with xplane 12.1, so that might need an update. So right now I'm just using default. I did upload a video yesterday on using NVIDIA game filters, which is sort of like reshade but through NVIDIA. So you can try that if you want to adjust the sky colors, if that works for you. We'll flaps 2 here, get the gear down in just a second. And what's our landing speed? 144. Got the runway in sight. We are landing on 24 right, which is just there. There's the glide slope, so we'll capture that and go autopilot 2 as well. Go down to 160, get the gear down. Yeah, my impressions of 12.1 so far. Really good, really enjoying it. It needs a little bit of tweaking, it's not perfect, but for first beta, very, very good. Definitely on the right lines. And I did upload a video earlier detailing all of that as well. So we'll alert the cabin here, go flaps full, go down to 144. Happy landings, thank you very much. I'm going to readjust my mic here. And we'll get ready for this landing then. Right, flaps full. And look at that. Beautiful. Anyway, let's focus on the landing here. Absolutely, Krista. 4.5 star out of 5, yep. I'll agree with you there. Very, very good for first beta, for sure. Alright, let's get a good landing here then. We have disconnected the autopilot. And it's quite calm. Have a very, very slight crosswind, but it's literally like 1 knot, so pretty calm. And this bloom looks incredible on the horizon there. Makes it a little bit difficult to see the airport actually, but it looks good, looks realistic. We'll take a look at the replay of the landing, of course, as well once we park up on the stand.
$500.
Right, we've got to make this a good landing, I think, for sure.
400. 300. 200. 100 above. 100. Minimum. 50. 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
There it is. Get the reverse thrusters out. Alright, not too bad. Yeah, no pressure, 33 people watching. Alright. So I hope you guys saw the new landing camera physics there. And we'll store the reversers there. And got manual braking, you'll hear the call out here.
Brake off.
And I'm going to just put the brakes on a little bit hard here, and you'll see the camera, how it sort of visualizes that deceleration. Look at that. So brakes, off the brakes. Yeah, pretty cool. And we'll take this exit here. Not too bad of a landing. We'll take a look at the replay afterwards as well. I did want to get the butter, but we'll take that. Didn't want to float it too long. That was a bit of a float actually, but not too bad at all. Yeah, so it's not completely still, Caleb, absolutely. Nice camera effects. Alright, we'll take this here, taxiway here, and get our landing lights off. Nose light to taxi, strobe lights can go off. Get the APU starting as well. Should watch where we're going. Go to one of these gates over here. TCAS back to TARA. Flaps up and speed brake disarmed. We'll also get our predicted wind shear, weather radar, all of that stuff off. Alright. Beautiful. So let's go into this gate here on the left. Yeah, 150 to 200 is about normal. Yeah, absolutely. That's why I'm quite happy with it. Pretty standard landing. And we have auto DGS running. Great plugin, need to do a video on that, but we have the marshaller here at a default airport, which is really nice. Not part of the update, this is a plugin. You can see the camera moving there as we brake. And there we are. So we'll set the parking brake there then. And alright, we didn't actually get the APU started, so we'll get that started now. And yeah, look at this. Oh, and you've had no crashes in replay? That's brilliant. Good to know, Caleb. Absolutely. Look at that. Look at the city of Barcelona. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right, so as soon as we get the engines off here, we will take a look at the replays. Replay should work. Yeah, I've had no issues with replay so far. Right, so as soon as we get the Avail light here, we'll get the engines off. Should have done this on the taxi in, but Completely forgot. If I'm being completely honest. Right, so we've got the veil light. Bleed can go on. Engines can go off. And now watch with auto DGS. Once my N2 is under 20% and I get the beacon light off, the jetway should automatically join the aircraft. Please. Now that I've said it. There it is. So this is auto DGS here. And it's a very cool plugin. I'll do a dedicated video on that shortly. Alright, so shall we take a look at the replay? Cockpit lighting looks really nice. Look at that. That looks really good right there. Anyway, replay time. So I'm going to just end the flight on Volanta in the background here. Volanta says landing rate of minus 82 feet per minute. Landing G-force 1.33. Not too bad at all. So let's take a look here. Somewhere around there should be good. Right. Nick, I'll go for my views in just a second for you. So yeah, we use barely any runway, to be honest. Alright, so let's take a look. Ah, not too bad. A bit of a float, but it looks like we were right on center line as well, so not too bad at all. And look at the tire smokes. Yeah, looks really cool. Take a look at a few more different angles here. So let's do something like this. Let's see here. Look at the camera shake from the Cinema Verite. It's really cool. Oh, a bit of a floater, but not too bad at all. Take a look at a few more angles here. And alright, so I like this camera shake actually. It sort of mimics someone holding a camera in the wind. Now, one thing I do want to try here is very quickly, I'm just curious to see how these new screenshot controls could work in replay mode. So let's bring them up. And I want to enable the depth of field and then focus the aircraft. So we're going to have to go a little bit closer, I think. So let's get it set. Alright, so that looks good. Okay, that's not quite worked how I wanted it to work. Maybe if we do something like this. Maybe that might look a bit better. Increase the F number slightly. And let's see how that looks. Brilliant. So the depth of field works in replay mode too. That's very cool. I imagine some very creative people are going to have a wonderful time with this. Let me just disable the depth of field and take a look at a wing view here. Or right side maybe. There's a touchdown. Lovely stuff. Let's see if they got a decent tower view here. They do. Oh yes, look at this. With our channel livery as well. Oh, I imagine it'll happen to Krista. Absolutely. That's incredible. This update has really been absolutely brilliant. It really has. Right, so let's go here and just take a look at FPS. We'll do a quick FPS check then. So, oh, look at the FPS at Barcelona, 70 FPS. Crazy. So let's turn Zinc on, and I'm going to restart xplane. Screen's going to go black for you guys, but it'll be back shortly. And we'll restart xplane here and see what kind of FPS difference we get. If we can close xplane, that is. They've still not fixed this crashing. I think it's due to SAM actually, but this is the only crash I get is when I try to close xplane, which is quite ironic to be honest. So I can sort of live with that. It doesn't affect my flights. Just means closing the actual application takes a bit longer than it normally would. So right, let's open xplane. It should return to your screens in just a second. And I'll remove the overlay from the top for you guys as well. So we do an FPS check, see how much difference we get with Zinc. Obviously, checking at one spot with one plane isn't a particularly good test. But just for the purposes of the stream, it should be good enough. So, alright. So we're going to spawn at the same gate and with the engines on, and everything else is the exact same. And let's see what we get. So we were on 70 before, which is insane because I would never get 70 at Barcelona before. It's an airport I like to fly into a lot, so I do know, you know, I do know what kind of FPS I get there. So 70 is insane. That's already a massive increase to what I normally get. And it shouldn't take too long to load. I've noticed loading times are a little bit better as well, for me at least. I get it most of the time, though I've got a button to kill any instances of it next to my keyboard. Ah, brilliant. That's a good idea. Definitely. I generally just end up waiting for it to close or task manager it. But yeah, I was getting that before 12.1, so that's nothing to do with 12.1. I've had that since xplane 12 released, really. And yeah, I think it is SAM, to be honest. But this auto DGS is so good, I might get rid of SAM, to be honest with you. Because auto DGS does the job for me. And I will be doing a dedicated video on that as well shortly. Lots to come on the channel in the next few weeks. It's going to be a busy time. Lots of content. But we've had a massive spike of growth, especially yesterday.
Please check your quarantine scripts folder.
So see that, please check your quarantine scripts folder is when you've got RXP Enhancer. So it quarantines it. So I've not got it running, it's just in quarantine. And this is the what you get with Xworld, but you can just ignore that. Now I'm just gonna re-disable Visual XP again, and XP realistic, so it's all fair. And let's see what kind of FPS we get. Now we'll let the FPS settle because it normally takes a while for my CPU to settle back from 100%. So let's see once it settles, which I think it is doing now. Right, so it is settled and we're on 70, 71, so it's about the same to be honest, but we'll do more testing on this. I'll do more testing on it tomorrow. It's not a particularly fair test, but it's the best we could do on stream. So yeah, not bad at all. And yeah, that's going to be the end of the stream then, guys. Thank you all very much for watching. It looks like the weather changed a little bit actually. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. It looks very, very good now with the 12.1 update. I'm really happy with it. If you do want to see more of my initial thoughts and a bit more of my testing, I did do that on a video which I uploaded just before this live stream. So do go check that out. I should be streaming again within a few days, maybe Friday. I'll have to see, but do stick the notification bell on so you don't miss any of my uploads or my future streams. It's been brilliant having so many of you here today on stream. We still got what, 32 viewers, so that's absolutely amazing. I've really loved having all of you here, and I do hope you return for future live streams. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching this stream, and I will see you in the next one.